Hello lovely people, welcome back to this channel. In today's video, we are delving into the progress being made by Ghana when it comes to the national carrier, which is the Ghana Airline. Ghana is moving, formally and publicly, towards establishing its own national carrier once again. And if you didn't catch that, be sure to stick with me till the very end, as I'll be giving you all the information when it comes to the revival of the Ghana National Airline and the current announcement that was made in the UK. So be sure to hit the like button as it helps spread the word. Let's get straight into it. Ghana's rising ambitions is now clear for everyone to see. These strides by Ghana recently unfolded in London on the 1st of June 2026 when Ghana made a diplomatic summit appearance. It was in many ways a declaration of intent, a bold, carefully crafted signal from Ghana to the rest of the world that the country is not simply waiting for opportunities to arrive at its doorstep. Ghana, under the leadership of President John Dramani Mahama, is actively going out to meet opportunities when it comes to the revival of the Ghanaian airline. The summit, which is a meticulously planned diplomatic and economic exercise, was designed for one thing above all else: to attract serious money and serious commitments from serious people. The individuals who show up to these events are not simply curious observers, they are decision makers, capital allocators, and institutional players who want to understand whether a country is truly open for business or merely performing for the camera. President John Dramani Mahama chose this stage deliberately, standing before the audience in London. He was not speaking for the domestic crowds to cheer, he was speaking to the international audience that measures everything in risk, return, and liability. President John Dramani Mahama's agenda included a royal audience with Prince Charles III, a meeting that reflects the deep historical ties between Ghana and the UK. It also included high-level talks with the Prime Minister Keir Starmer. Discussions expected to explore new areas of bilateral partnerships. Now let's talk specifically about the national airline announcement, because this deserves far more attention than it might get in a typical news cycle. The idea of the Ghanaian national carrier is not new. Ghana has been here before. The Ghana Airways, the country's original airline, which was carrying the flag for decades before eventually collapsing in 2004. Its successor, the Ghana International Airlines, also struggled to find its footing and ceased operations not long after the launch. So, when President John Dramani Mahama stood before an international investment audience and announced that Ghana is once again pursuing the establishment of a national carrier, he is doing so with that history in the room and is seeking for international investors in the UK, with Ghana readying to launch another airline. Based on what the president laid out in London, there's a reason to believe that this attempt is being approached with considerably more structural seriousness than the previous efforts. The airline announcement is not just being made in isolation as a standalone project, it is being presented as one interconnected piece of a much larger aviation infrastructural strategy, which President John Dramani Mahama made the audience know in the UK. One that includes expanding the airport capacity across the country, modernizing cargo handling systems, and positioning Ghana as the aviation gateway of choice for West Africa and beyond. And that is exactly the framing that the president worded the endeavor, and that matters enormously. A national airline that exists within a wider ecosystem of well-functioning aviation infrastructure is a fundamentally stronger proposition than one that is launched into a vacuum. The emphasis on connectivity, both for passengers and for cargo, is also telling that President John Dramani Mahama was explicit on improved air connectivity being critical to facilitating business, tourism, export, and investment flows between Ghana and its key international partners, with the UK specifically named as a priority market. This is a recognition that the airline is not simply a transport vehicle, it's an economic infrastructure. Every seat on a direct flight between Accra and London represents a business meeting that can happen, a tourist who can come and spend, an exporter who gets goods to the market faster. The airline is not just about the luxury, it's a tool of economic development for Ghana. What makes this national airline announcement even more compelling is the broader strategy. President John Dramani Mahama did not arrive in London with just one idea. He arrived with a comprehensive narrative about Ghana positioning itself as Africa's preferred trade and investment gateway, and every element of that narrative supports and reinforces the others. Consider the ports and logistics dimensions. Alongside the aviation announcement, the president also made it clear that Ghana is actively modernizing its ports and logistics system, and this is all interconnected, showing a deep thought that Ghana put into this project. There is also something deeply strategic about the way Ghana is targeting the UK specifically as a key partner in this journey. The UK is not a major economy, It is post-Brexit, a country actively looking to strengthen its bilateral trade and investment relationship outside the European Union framework. For the UK, deepening ties with a stable, democratic, fast-growing West African economy like Ghana is not charity. It is a sound economic and geopolitical strategy that Ghana also picked up on. Ghana and the UK have complementary interests in ways that make deeper partnerships genuinely beneficial for both sides, and the summit in London was an opportunity to translate this complementary interest into concrete. Ghana has profound ambitions, which was articulated through President John Dramani Mahama's London address. They are not just about the bilateral relationship with just the UK, they are about regional positioning within West Africa and continental positioning within Africa as a whole. The vision of Ghana being a preferred trade and investment gateway to Africa is an audacious one, and it's a vision that puts Ghana in direct competition with other regional hubs that have their own claims to that title. The national carrier makes things a tad bit smoother for Ghana, still pursuing this endeavor, looking for investments. What happened in London on June 1st, 2026 is more than just an airline. It's about a country announcing to one of the world's most important investment audiences that it has ambition, and it also has the leadership to pursue both with determination. Ghana turning to the UK for its airline future is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strategic intelligence. The best partnerships in the world are built on mutual benefit, and what President John Dramani Mahama laid out in London was a compelling vision of what mutual benefits from Ghana and the UK can look like in years ahead. The royal audience and the prime ministerial meeting adds another layer of significance to all of this. Diplomatic relationships at this level create framework within which economic relationships can deepen. If Ghana and the UK's relationship is elevated and formalized through high-level engagements, it will create conditions under which British investment in Ghana's aviation sector becomes not just commercially viable but politically supported on both sides. So Ghana laid out its plans, and the decision that follows about the airline structure, its partners, its route, and the governance will define whether this moment becomes a turning point or a footnote. But one thing is clear, Ghana is in the room, making its case at the highest levels, with the boldness and clarity of purpose that demands to be taken seriously. So if you've always wondered what's the current progress of the Ghana International Airline, this is what Ghana is currently working on, laying the groundwork for its announcement and not just lackadaisically putting things together. If you found this strategy sound, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, share this video far and wide so people will know the bold plans the government of Ghana has for the country. Thank you, and on to the next video. Be sure to also check this next video out.